Is your name Rube?
It is.
Well, I'm Daisy. Daisy Adair.
Well, you're 2 days early, Daisy Adair.
Well, aren't you lucky?
This is Mason, as we know. And this is George. Daisy's one of us. Daisy's a Reaper.
George. Is that your given name?
Georgia.
Oh, that's much prettier. I think I'll call you Georgia.
I hated her instantly, with all my guts. What is she doing here?
She was transferred.
From?
New York. Soho.
Why were you transferred?
Well, that's kind of personal.
It's weird how they always fall butter side down.
Bed.
I never ever get a break. My mother abandoned me. My father was never a father. Never really had a real home or even a place that I felt like I belonged. Why can't I belong? Why can't you accept me? Just want you to hold me. This life has been a collection of disappointments and heartache.
And scene. A collection of problems, disillusionment, and unhappiness. Why do I always mutilate that line? Will you be a doll and help me run my lines? And please don't be afraid to stop me if I'm even off by one syllable, okay? Come on, it's magic time. Okay. And action.
Why can I never get a break?
Do you work for a living? Because I do, and I have to be there on time.
That sounds dreadful.
You know, Daisy, I have a job. I mean, what do you do?
Today I'm going to buy the New York Times, since you obviously don't have it delivered. Then I'm going to sit at that little shop in the corner and have a green tea and a muffin, and then I'm going to look for a sweater set. This afternoon, if I'm so obligated, I'm going to collect someone's soul before they die. And if I look really pretty while I'm doing it, well then good for me. That's what I do. Georgia! How old do you think she is? I'm thinking 70.
I don't know. I'm not good at that.
It's not a question of being good at it. It's just a game. You guess someone's age.
How old are you, like 35?
Yeah, you're not good at it.
Remember when we first talked, we said we were going to share the bed? I thought we were going to switch off.
Switch off?
The bed. You said we were going to switch.
Good God. It's as if your tongue is just flapping loose in your mouth. Didn't anyone ever teach you diction? Switch. The witches switch swatches. Say it. The witches switch swatches. The witches switch swatches. Say it 3 times fast.
The witches switch swatches.
Almost whistle that sw blend. The witches switch swatches.
The witches switch swatches.
Again, faster.
The witches switch swatches. The witches switch swatches.
The witches switch swatches. There, that's the way. Oh, George, you're such a quick study. Good for you. Well, we'll work on it again tomorrow, all right? Nighty-night.
Daisy will take over for you.
Take over for her? No, and no means no. Powerful, isn't it? I learned it doing a PSA about date rape.
I'm your boss, and you'll do as I say. Equally powerful, isn't it?
Look, it's nothing short of obscene to think that I, Daisy Adair, am going to do double time for a woman who wears that dreadful little hat and orthopedic shoes.
Oh, hi.
What are you doing?
I'm going into my apartment.
Oh, no, I mean, what's the dog doing?
The dog's going in the apartment, too.
Georgia, this is a very small space you and I share.
Share? I can't believe this woman even knew the fucking word. So?
Well, I know this isn't something you care about, but I own some very beautiful clothes.
What's your point?
He looks like a shedder.
That's absolutely something I can live
Okay,
with.
truth is, Georgia, I'm wildly allergic to dogs.
Wildly allergic? Seems you might have started with that.
I don't really like talking about my flaw. Thanks for understanding. Oh, yes. I'll see you later.
Is there a problem there, Princess?
This is not small curd cottage cheese. It's large curd.
And?
And it's just too much curd. I can't eat it, and I won't.
What is wrong with you?
There's nothing wrong with me. I like things the way I like them, and I despise big fat globules of cottage cheese. Does that make me strange?
A little bit.
This isn't chipped ice.
We don't have chipped ice. All we've got is cubes.
Well, if you have cubes and an ice pick, then you have chipped. Do you, Casey, have an ice pick?
Oh, yeah. Nice one.
Well, then I think we need to start over.
You see that Diet Coke? That's on me. I'm Mason.
You're a fucking moron.
Hi. How did I say I wanted my eggs? Yeah, I think I said soft poached. These are obviously hard poached. They're not runny at all, so I can't eat them, and I won't.
I think they'll come back running.
I think you're right.
Because she's gonna sneeze on them.
Sucker for platinum. I once had Dorothy's original bike from The Wizard of Oz. I knew someone from the props department.
Don't you mean you blew somebody in the props department?
New blue tomato. I once gave Errol Flynn a hand job in a convertible.
That's a nice story.
The star of the movie and I, well, we've become quite the item.
Hang on, you and Clark Gable?
Yeah, I was under the craft services table and I was blowing this tall, handsome man, and then someone leaned over and whispered in my ear, "No, that's Clark Gable." I did once blow Babe Ruth.
Who didn't?
So who were you blowing?
I don't know. It's such a huge cast. Someone from the Confederacy, I think. I once had sex with the pilot of a 747 in flight. Sex was great, but I was sure we were gonna die.
Does anyone else find this fucked up?
Are you familiar with Charlie Chaplin, Peanut?
The silent movie guy?
I once blew Charlie Chaplin.
I'll show you both. We'll be like Romeo and Juliet, we will.
You do know how that story ended, don't you?
If Romeo had just masturbated a couple of times a week, he would have saved both those nice families a heap of trouble. Now, Roxy here, she's as external as they get.
You don't know me.
I know your moods. Grumpy, mean and grumpy, sleepy and grumpy.
Like the Seven Dwarfs.
Daisy, you were an actress then, weren't you? Did you ever sleep with a dwarf? Did you blow a dwarf?
Don't be stupid. They're cartoons.
Can you pass me the ketchup?
How you doing?
I don't think so.
That's all you want from me, the ketchup? Because the ketchup I can handle. But the guilt trip about Betty, that I cannot. I don't know where Betty is.
Hello, I'm Mason.
I don't think so.
What does that mean?
I mean, she hates you.
I've always wanted to knock over a liquor store.
Yeah? Well, I could help you out there.
Okay, we'll be the next Bonnie and Clyde.
Yeah, really?
No, never, not ever.
Can I have my assignment, please?
Where's the fire?
That would be in my pants.
That's probably syphilis.
One Diet Coke. Chipped ice.
Thank you so much, Casey.
So, Daisy, now seriously, that Diet Coke is on me.
Excuse me, miss. I need a refill.
I hated her a little less.
I thought I'd stop by and see some old friends and...
Mason, you look stunning. Wait, I'm getting the image of a naked Jehovah's Witness bleeding by a dumpster somewhere.
I'm not James Bond. What was that for?
Just looked like so much fun.
Was it?
Yeah. I'm gonna need you to move out for a few days.
You expect me to move out my own house?
Yeah, right away. I don't know how long I'll have her.
How am I to be compensated?
How would you like to be compensated?
50% of the take-ins and 100% of your clothes off.
10% and a handshake.
25% and a quick grope.
Stay strong, soldier.
15% and I'll let you see them for 5 seconds.
Done.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
That was so worth it.
Oh, give it up.
I like her.
Sweetie, that young woman is gonna give her heart to a nice young man who has reading glasses and a tweed jacket and who has never done blow off the belly of a dead prostitute. What do you say the very second we're done here, we go back to my place for a drink?
Don't fuck with me, Daisy.
I probably won't. But a drink or two isn't gonna kill anybody, least of all us, right? What's your poison? I'm guessing Jameson's.
Yeah.
You're not such bad company. I'm guessing with some disinfectant soap and American dentistry, you clean up just fine.
Hey, Daisy, out of the massive collection of sex stories you've told us, I've noticed there's no Brits in the bunch. Why is that?
Alec Guinness, Rex Harrison, Richard Burton.
Richard Burton's Welsh.
I can't believe he never won an Oscar. Do you think that was his last thought?
Daisy, let's not pretend. Me and you, nasty little spark there.
No, none yet. Nine, nada, never.
Right then, wager. If I win, you kiss me.
Fine. Call it.
Tails.
Mason,
Yeah.
you don't have any money. Your hygiene, it's suspect. Your clothes alone disqualify you. And you're not even alive.